So everybody can have a problem with too much cash. There's $100 trillion floating around this globe, and where do you think it goes? The two rules are, where is it safe, and where will it bring a return? Now that brings us to, why do you think the United States, up until now, has never had a problem selling their treasury notes? Because with all of the problems and grief that we have, we are still one of the safest, freest nations on earth. Now you could go over to Russia and they have huge stockpiles of oil, of gold, of all kinds of metals and commodities, but nobody likes to invest over there. I shouldn't say nobody, but most people don't like to invest over there. Why?
Corruption.
Because there's so much corruption, and the government has this habit of saying, oh, you're making more money, we want that. Okay? And we call that nationalizing industries. They just take it. Well, if you happen to be a big investor, like let's say you're British Petroleum, BP, okay, and you want to invest in oil production in Russia, and they say, come on, bring your money in. But what do you know may or may not happen? Private property may or may not be respected. So the reason the United States draws capital is because we believe in the rule by law. We believe in contract law. And we believe that nobody can take what you own because we respect contract law. Mostly. Sometimes we don't. All right? Now what I want to get to is I want to explain to you why Japanese housewives are making the whole world nervous. Go figure. Just to show you that individuals matter and it's not all the big boys. The Japanese nation is a saving nation. They are the most saving nation on the planet, and they have been for a very long time, actually since the 50s. It's just in their psyche, this is what they do. All right? Now in Japan, the housewives control the household finances. And the reason is because the man is the income earner, and they call him a salary man in Japanese. So the salary man goes and puts in a 10-hour day. Then after his 10-hour day, he's expected to go and have dinner with the boss and some other people, and he doesn't get home from that until 10 or 11 or 12 o'clock at night. Salary man goes to bed exhausted, gets up the next day and does the same thing. All right? So who's paying the bills? Who's figuring out what to do with the money in their bank account? The wife is. And they save in Japan, unlike the United States, where we spend everything we got and then some. Okay, in Japan they save. Like how much? How much did I say was in that cloud that goes around the world constantly? Liquid? I said $100 trillion. Liquid savings in little old island nation Japan is 11 trillion. It's 11% of the total savings. Now, you know who controls that 11 trillion? Japanese housewives. Now, you know why that scares the world markets? Nobody knows how to control all those Japanese housewives. You know, when nations get in trouble, what happens? Well, the Treasury Secretary from the United States calls the Treasury Secretary in Japan, or whatever their titles are in different nations, but they call each other up on the phone and then they say, hey, you go talk to your insurance companies, and you go talk to your banks, and you go talk to your central bankers, and we're going to fix all of this up behind closed doors in the back room. Well, how do you do that with millions of Japanese housewives? How do you control millions of Japanese housewives? And Japanese housewives control the single largest segment of global liquidity. Isn't that amazing? So, what does all of that mean to you in the game? Remember the name of the game. It's cash flow, all right? And that gives you a little bit of idea. Every time we do one of these things, we're going to build on something we talked about before. So I hope you all come back Because if you do, every time we talk about something like this, we're going to build on it cumulatively. So if you missed a couple, you might need to bring you up to speed, but that's what we're going to do here. Okay? Now y'all go back to the game. Thank you.